For the last 5 months, I put on 25 solid pounds by eating clean whole foods. Today, I'm gonna be taking you through the entire process of my weekly meal prep routine, which has completely changed my body composition and overall health. Now, I know gaining weight can be just as challenging as losing it for some people, but for me, it's been all about consistency, planning, and making sure I feel my body in the right way. So in this video, I'm gonna be taking you through my meal prep process, show you how I made that 25-pound gain, and hopefully you can take some advice for your own health goals, whether it's gaining, losing, or just maintaining. Let's cook! Okay, so the first thing we're gonna be starting off with, I always start by cutting some onions and garlic. Usually I cut garlic, but I have minced garlic right here I'm gonna be using today. We're gonna be sauteing them to begin with before we cook the chicken and the ground beef. Adds that flavor, which we want for all the meals, especially if you're gonna be eating this a lot of the time. You don't wanna get sick of it. That's the worst thing that can happen. You get sick of your meals and then you either stop eating, you stop meal prepping, or you gotta change it up. So let's get to cutting. So the way I dice these onions, I cut them in half like that.
Ooh, I wonder if there's a convenience store nearby that has like slashes. I don't want one.
Bro, cut like this to get them as small as possible, because the larger your onions, the more you're gonna have to cut and spend time cutting. So I'm a big wrap guy, so what I'm gonna be making today, something that's been most sustainable for me, is a spicy chicken burrito that I've come up the recipe on my own. This protein pizza burrito, as well as a breakfast burrito. Okay, so I have my girlfriend Leah here. She's gonna be cutting the onions while I cut the chicken. Say what up, Leah.
What's up, guys?
You guys have probably seen her in all of my other vlogs. So we're doing the chicken first. We're gonna start with the spicy chicken wrap. I got 5 pounds of chicken right here. This is gonna be able to make about 12 wraps. There's also a whole bunch of other ingredients. We got rice, sour cream, salsa. The chicken doesn't need to be super diced or anything. We are gonna be cutting it into small pieces, but we're just gonna be cutting into like bite-sized pieces of chicken. Doesn't need to be diced. Obviously, you don't want it too big. Can you help me out? I can't. I got chicken hands. I got chicken hands.
Get out of the way.
Whoa.
Move, Jake. Oh my gosh.
Feisty one today in the kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna have a mixing bowl. This is where we're gonna put our chicken, the bite-sized pieces of chicken. The whole first part of the meal prep is that, like in the name, you're gonna be prepping a whole bunch of food. So some people like to, cook while they prep some of the things, especially if you're doing it with multiple people. I like to just cut everything, get everything cut right away. Cut all the chicken, cut all the onions, cut all the garlic if you are cutting garlic. Some people might just use like the onion powder, garlic powder to cook, which you can, but it's way better to use the actual vegetable. The longer something takes you to cook, the better it's gonna be. That's kind of like the rule of thumb. All this meal prep is gonna take you a couple hours, once a week, which is honestly not that bad. It sounds bad. Sometimes it is bad. Some days, you just don't want to do it. But you good?
The whole thing, I'm good.
Sounds like you're being sassy.
It does.
I need to invent something.
Yeah, you should invent glasses. You should you should wear goggles.
I should.
But yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut all the chicken up, put in this bowl, and we're gonna do that as well with the ground beef. I mean, we're not gonna cut the ground beef, but we're gonna put the ground beef into the mixing bowl and have that set while we cut all the other vegetables. So I think there's a big misconception when it comes to meal prep as a whole. I think everyone instinctively knows that that's the best thing to do. Meal prep your food, it's easier. It's like, one of those things, it's like working out. Everyone knows they should work out, but not everyone works out, right? And I think it's the same with nutrition. I'll admit too, it took me so long. I've been working out for 8 or 9 years since I was young, right? It's really taken me this long until I started having a consistent meal plan. I didn't eat shit before or anything. It was just very inconsistent. Sure, I would eat my eggs. I would have chicken and ground beef here, but then there'd be days, I ate shit food. I'd go, get pizzas and all this, because I thought, that was the way to bulk. I thought, get as many calories as you can, and then when you cut, starve yourself. Those are types of things that growing up, being young, being naive, being ignorant, not knowing what to do for your actual health, not really having much experience, especially in the kitchen, in life in general, not seeing the effects until you get a bit older. That eating like shit, not training, not having good sleep. All these are very important things that will increase the longevity of your life. Meal prepping all this is gonna take a few hours. Sure, it may be only one day of the week, you know, some people, they'll cook every single day and spend maybe an hour or two doing that. Me, I'll never do that. I don't got time for that. It's not efficient, right? If you're cooking every single day, because all that time that you spend doing that day in, day out, is gonna take away from time you could be pursuing something else. You know, some side hustles you have, or just general work that you do on a day-to-day basis. Now that we have the chicken all cut up into the mixing bowl, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the ground beef, the 2 pounds of ground beef in here. So we have 5 pounds of chicken, 2 pounds of ground beef. Oh yeah, I tend to keep shit on my wrist all the time and I never take it off, so. And I always forget when I'm cooking. 2 pounds of ground beef in the mixing bowl, 5 pounds chicken. So this is what I use for my seasonings. I got salt and pepper, of course, taco seasoning, Tex-Mix, garlic powder, Italiano, onion powder, and of course some paprika. So yeah, we use a lot of seasonings. Sometimes I switch it up. I just use basically whatever I have. Want to make sure we season all these very well. I'm gonna start with the ground beef. So yeah, I'm gonna add a lot of salt, pepper. Oh, this one's a crank one. No, it's not.
It's gotta be a crank.
Yeah, it has to be, right? Oh, the top. This isn't my kitchen. No, these aren't my seasonings, so. This is like real ground pepper too. Do they have like in the real shit? Damn. That's okay, it's okay. Oh, chili powder though. Boom. So, salt, pepper, chili powder. So I like to season quite a bit, and then as I'm cooking ground beef, not the chicken, I like to just taste it as I'm cooking it. That way I'll be able to tell whether I need to add more seasonings or not. You want to be generous though. You don't want to half-ass on the seasonings, you know. If you don't put enough seasoning, damn, this shit's ass. If you don't put enough seasoning and it tastes like shit, then you know, the whole week you're set like that. So that's probably the most important part of meal prepping as a whole, is seasoning all your foods, right? And like I said before, we're using onion powder, even though we've used real onion as well. Last thing we'll use here is, oh, this is new. Last thing we'll use here is smoked paprika. Dude, these bags are so shit. Why do they open like that? Why are they open like that? Look.
One eternity later.
Technical difficulties up in the kitchen, yo.
Why are you talking like Jesse?
Breaking Bad reference, baby. Oh my God. There we go. Okay, that's a lot. All right. Ground beef mixed up. Chicken next. The main thing with chicken is that since there's like a lot of fat in ground beef and not as much in chicken, you gotta like double up what you put in your ground beef. Definitely something when I started I didn't do. I thought, you know, season them all the same. But chicken has no flavor whatsoever. So this is way more important that you season the chicken properly, more so than, you know, your ground beef, which has all the fat and all the juices that make it taste so good, right? I know it's chicken, but we're throwing some taco seasoning on it. Italian seasoning, or Italiano, super important. This is probably the one you're gonna use the most. This and paprika, smoked or unsmoked. This is like where all the flavor lies. Okay, so we got our seasonings mixed here. Ground beef I can usually scale pretty well, especially since you know, I talked about that fat content in the ground beef. Chicken I'll mix and then I'll re-season to see the color, because there's a specific color that you want to look for when you're doing chicken. It's more of like a red-orange. So basically just mix all the, twist in your hands, get it all in the ground beef. Gotta get dirty up in the kitchen. Yo. Yeah, so you get all the ground beef mixed up. I just go into the chicken. You don't want to start mixing the chicken, then go to the ground beef. You don't want to do that. Chicken, you know, salmonella, all that good shit. You don't want to cross-contaminate it all, but ground beef's fine. Next, we're gonna do the chicken. Mix up the chicken. Yeah, you could change seasonings. Maybe you want to season your ground beef differently than you season your chicken, but I just tend to keep them seasoned the same, especially with this set of meal prep that I do. The ground beef gets like, since it's gonna be in the pizza protein burrito, it's gonna have pizza sauce mixed in with it. That'll be the sauce, right? And then the chicken's gonna have the buffalo sauce that I add to it. You don't want your seasonings to be like the main flavor. Like seasonings are supposed to add, you know, that kick, right? Make it taste good, but like, you know, usually like if you want something to taste good, you gotta add a good sauce, right? And a good mix of the foods all together. So the chicken looks like this. I tend to look for more of a red in my chicken, which means I'm gonna season it a bit more. So we got the chicken, got that red-orange color to it, which is what we're looking for. We have the chicken seasoned, the ground beef seasoned, onions cut, garlic ready. We're gonna start by sauteing the onions and the garlic on a pan with some butter. I only cook in butter or fat, which I'll be doing later with the breakfast when I cook the eggs. I don't cook with no oils, nothing with seed oils especially. So yeah, I'm gonna cook these two at the same time, speed up the process a little bit. So, onion and the minced garlic here. Old people. We're gonna use a lot of butter here. I'm going to cut these into sections. And a rough estimate would be about a quarter of this block per meal. With the chicken, you're gonna use about half of one of those quarters, so an eighth, for the sauce that we're gonna make soon here. I'm gonna need some of these, so use this for the chicken, and this for the ground beef. We're gonna grab another pot because when we're cooking, we wanna be doing this all at one time. Wrong drawer. Ugh. Here we are. Yo, Rhea, do you got a smaller pot?
Yeah.
Where?
Where the frosted pants are, there's a shelf above there.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, come check this out, vlog.
Whoa.
Hell yeah. Okay, so smallest pot you can find, honestly. What we're gonna be making in here is the sauce for the chicken. The thing is, yeah, perfect. The reason, so I'm prepping here to cook all of this at once. One, it's gonna be quicker than, you know, focusing on one and then, okay, turning the heat on for the next pan. Cooking all at once is gonna speed it up. You know, you wanna spend as little time cooking as possible. No one wants to sit in the kitchen for 5 hours like me and do this shit. No. No, that's that defeats the whole purpose of the video. No one wants to, you know, increase their time it takes to cook, right? You wanna, you know, cook, have your shit ready, and then you'll be good, right? So we're going to need a third of a cup. We're gonna need half a cup. And we need some teaspoons. Nice. Nice. Tablespoon. I think that's it. Yeah. So for this sauce recipe, we're gonna need half a cup of butter, 2/3 of your choice of hot sauce. I like this Frank's Red Hot Sauce Buffalo. This recipe is a buffalo sauce, and I was using Tabasco, and I've tried regular Frank's Red Hot Sauce as well. But if I'm trying to make a buffalo sauce, you know, it makes the most sense to get the buffalo sauce version, right? It isn't as spicy though, so be aware of that if you do choose to use this one. The normal Frank's Red Hot is more spicy, but what you could do, which we're gonna do in the sauce recipe, is that we're going to add cayenne pepper to make it spicier. 1/3. We're gonna fill this up twice. Like that, boom. Okay. Then we're gonna get half a cup of butter. Just gonna set this, show me this in front. Ooh. And you know, it doesn't have to be the exact measurement. Like, I'm gonna squish it down here. Like, that's not perfect if I melted it. Maybe it wouldn't be at the top. Just a rough estimate, right? Doesn't need to be exact. It's just butter, right? More butter, less butter is not gonna, you know, differ that much. it's just a good estimate, right? So we're gonna need vinegar, basic white vinegar. We're gonna need a tablespoon and a half. Boom, 1 tablespoon. And be careful, you don't want to put too much, man. 1.5, boom, just like that. I like to add this as a little touch. Dijon mustard, you can put like any type of sauce you want. Maybe you want to put chipotle, if you want to put spicy ranch. It just adds a little like sweetness flavor to it, right? So I like this. It's just something, boom, something easy. Just you know, add some little bit. I don't really measure this. I just pour.
Measure with your heart.
Measure with my heart. Boom, just like that, a little bit, you know. And then yeah, so that's gonna be it for the sauce. It's kind of basic. It's basically just hot sauce and butter with some vinegar. The vinegar is a big key though, because it does make it more tangy. Which, you know, if you like tang, boom, spice and tang is what we're looking for. Okay, so the mic died. It's all right. We got the shotgun mic, which is all right. So we have our onions, our garlic. We're gonna put this on the side here. I'm just gonna have this cooking. You want this to cook, this mixture of the sauce, just until it starts boiling, and then you can turn it off and leave it. Boom. I'm gonna get this nice and hot, as well as. Nice. Okay. We got this hot. We'll throw this on. The first part. So, right here, I have a lot of onion because I'm meal prepping for a whole bunch of people. So I just cut all the onions right at the beginning. But you're gonna just kind of throw your onions in there. You want to have just about like that much. You know, you can really judge it to yourself. I like to do 3/4 of this onion. If you like onion a lot, you can throw the whole onion right there. Don't get it crazy hot right now. I'm gonna get the minced onion. Or sorry, minced onion. Minced garlic, fresh to open. I usually use garlic. This is what I have today though. Boom. It's hard to judge it. I don't really use minced onion too much, but you know, a little bit like that, little estimate. Just for that flavor. I say, yeah. Sorry, I meant onion. I meant garlic. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying that. I think because I'm looking at the onion. But okay, yeah. So that's like your basis. Is how much you want. We're gonna grab a fork. In the meantime, as I throw this butter, you want a fucking healthy amount of butter.
A healthy amount?
A healthy amount. Healthy, hefty, whatever you want. You're gonna throw it on both like that. Make sure you really spin it too with the fork. You don't want to leave the onions and the garlic on the heat too much, or you know you're gonna burn the onions and the garlic. So really mix it around, give it a shake. Since we are using 2 at one time, what we're looking for here is we want them to get like a nice golden crispy look before we add the chicken and the ground beef to these two, right? But same exact process for both of them. Mix it up a little bit. You can use all the same fork. That's what I do. All the same shit anyways. So we're gonna grab the chicken. We're gonna grab the ground beef. Set them next to each other. We're gonna be cooking at the same time. I'm gonna go in the freezer here. Just because I have it in the freezer right now. No, I don't. We grab the spinach. Oh, damn. Spinach shrunk. That shit was all the... That shit was all over. Look at all this air, bro. This is how they do chip bags, bro. Thing you gotta realize too when you're doing this is that you don't want to neglect it too much. It's a little hard because I don't usually record these, right? This is my first time recording my meal prep, and this is also not my kitchen. Yo, where's the can opener? Oh, bro, no way. We're gonna open the cream of mushroom. You can use normal cream if you'd like. This is just a cheaper alternative. It's a can. We're gonna set this to the side. There's the spinach set to the side. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw our ground beef in. This one up top. And throw the chicken right here in that one. Mix it up like this. And same with the ground beef. You want to chop it up. You want to get the onions, garlic all up in the meat. And the thing with ground beef is cook it a bit lighter than you do, you know, perhaps the chicken, just because you don't want this ground beef to clump up into like meatballs, right? You want it to be really small pieces. You want it to be really diced up, chopped up, so when it's in the wrap, you're not taking a big chunk of meat, right? Like no day, but like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't have the heat too high as well. You know, a moderate temperature so that, you know, you don't want to overcook parts of the meat. Also, when you're cooking both at the same time, you know, if you just have one sitting on high ass heat, it's bound to happen, right? Sauce up here. Make sure you stir it. And I'm not gonna pour it right away in the chicken, just because the chicken's raw right now, right? And this is boiling, right? Like I had it set to a boil. So what I'm gonna do is turn the heater off like that, boom. Let it sit. We're in no rush to, you know, get it in the chicken right now, because it's gonna cook the chicken because it's boiling, right? So, you know, let it cool down. Cook the chicken up a little more first. We're gonna add this hot sauce here. This is the secret sauce for the chicken. Boom. That's a key component. That's like the main flavor. And what kind of chef would I be if I didn't taste my own food, right? So, always taste it. Like I said earlier in the video when we're seasoning, want to make sure it's seasoned enough. So, bang on, just like that. And you know, the first few times you do it, you probably won't get it right off the bat. It takes time. As you saw when I was seasoning it, I was just eyeballing because I know, like I do this every week, so I know I know the quantities of each, right? Ground beef's ready. Bop, like that. I'm gonna turn the burner off. Focus on the chicken. Oh!
Where's keys?
Shh. 5-second rule. So since the chicken's getting cooked up here, what we're gonna add now is that cream of mushroom I was talking about. You can get it in a can, it's about $1, maybe cheaper, I don't know, this is no name, so it's probably cheaper. This is the perfect amount of cream you need for this meal. 1 can for 5 pounds of chicken. That measurement I will give you. Same with, damn. Shit's thick. Okay. Damn, we might need a fork for this one. This is gonna make the chicken creamier. So you see it's like a nice creamy chicken here. It's not liquidy, but it's not dry. Before we put it in, it was dry, right? Even though we had the hot sauce in it, it wasn't quite enough liquid to make it that nice creamy. You know, you can hear that. Like fish, you know what I'm saying? You have the spinach. Gotta get your greens in. So, for spinach, you know, guesstimate. You know, if you want a lot of spinach, put a lot of spinach. If you don't want a lot of spinach, you don't put spinach. If you don't want spinach at all, don't put spinach. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here now is I'm just gonna turn the burner off. I'm gonna add some cheese to the whole thing. Where's my Colby Jack? Colby Jack, American. Oh, sorry. Colby Jack, best cheese. I don't know what it is. I think it's just marble. I don't know, but it has like some tiger stripes going on there. So tastes better than marble in my opinion. Or no, not marble. It's like mixed.
Marble, yeah.
Is it marble? Okay.
Okay, hurry up.
Cheese shredder. I'm not super strict. If you couldn't tell, I'm not super strict on the exact calories or anything. I used to be. I'm not competing or anything. I'm not super like. I'm not that strict where like, oh, I need to get this lean, blah blah blah. I'm also bulking too. Like maybe if I was cutting, I'd be a little more strict on what I'm eating. Maybe I'd count it a bit more. But for right now, as I'm bulking, I'm just trying to get calories in. Good food though, right? Like cheese, chicken, all this stuff. Shred this cheese into it. I like a decent amount. Just like that, boom, pop. All right, and then mix it in. Some extra calories, extra flavor. And like before, I was talking about cutting and bulking and how you should be eating like the same food, right? Like I'm gonna be eating these when I'm cutting as well. Some differences here. Like if I was cutting, yeah, maybe I'd use low-fat cheese if I still wanted cheese, if I really didn't care about cheese. You know, just trying to really bring down the calories, I just wouldn't add cheese. But here, I got Mexican rice. So what I'm gonna do, like I did with the cheese and everything, I'm gonna add it sparingly. We'll mix it up. So I want a little more. Boom, add a little more. Now we're gonna set this to the side before we start wrapping everything. What we're doing here is we're gonna set up our folding area, right? So I'm gonna get the tortillas. And how it's set up, these packages are literally perfect. They're, these are the big wraps, they're the 12-inch wraps. I don't like the small ones because I can't fit as much food in there, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I gotta eat 2, 3, whatever. These one is like satiated to be perfect with, so we're gonna have these set up right up the top here. Lay this whole thing just in front of you. Grab a wrap, put it on top, right? We're gonna get the rest of the ingredients. We're gonna need banana peppers. I like adding it. Gives a nice spice. It already is a little spicy, but nice to add. Now that we got the meats cooked and everything, we're gonna get the side stuff. So we got sour cream. I'm gonna add salsa, and what's the other one? Beans, greens, tomatoes, and myrtle.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
I just forgot what I needed. Salsa, sour cream, chicken. Happens every time, man. Like every time I'm trying to get food, like when I go shopping, I forget everything I need. Beans, bro, beans, greens, that's why I say that. You name it! Yeah, go. May I use my own kitchen, please? Okay, and the refined beans. The refined beans. You can put any type of beans. It took, I mean, it didn't take me a while, but basically, all we're gonna be doing here now is throwing some chicken onto the wrap. Simple shit, like, boom. If you never wrapped a burrito, I'll show you how to do it. I didn't know how when I first made these. I just knew I wanted to do it, but I realized that I'd put like this amount of toppings on those small tortillas, like the 8-inch tortillas or whatever. I was never able to wrap them because I put too much shit in, but this is like the perfect size. So yeah, chicken with the mixed rice. Throw some beans on there. You can, mash them, spread them across, just like that. And then you're gonna want a spoon for sour cream, and then a spoon for the salsa as well. And at this point, you're set up, right? Like you got all your shit ready. All I'm gonna do here now is, spread some salsa sparingly, like whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now we have it all loaded up like this, right? Just like that. You want about that proportion. What you do to wrap it is you're gonna put in the middle like this, halfway. You're gonna spread it like that. And then with the bottom here, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna fold this over top while keeping this flat. Tuck it in like that, nice and tight. So this is wider. The top piece is wider coming down onto the bottom here. Pinch this down like this and just pull it back. You wanna keep all this shit tucked in nice. So you have something like this, and then all you do is you roll it. Boom. We're going to get saran wrap. All right, so yeah, you can store it anywhere you want. What I do is I get one of these big bins, set it up like that, and all I do is I get the saran wrap, right? Have it laid like this, and if you're doing this with someone else, it's easy. You just have someone set on the saran wrap as you roll the burritos. But yeah, you take the burrito, boom, place on the saran wrap, and easy shit. Oh, that's sick. You slide the fucking thing and it cuts the saran wrap.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, so you wrap the burrito like that, boom, boom, boom. Your first few may not be the best, but just like that, toss her in there. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep wrapping. Just gonna wrap. All right, so chicken burritos all packed up. I got a few in a bag as well. The nice thing with this, throw it in the fridge, pop it off, take one, boom, done, easy. Easy, chicken completed. Now we're on to the protein pizza burrito. So I use obviously the ground beef. I have pizza sauce, pepperoni. Gonna use the banana peppers again. I got cheese, pepperoni, and basically we're just gonna be doing the exact same thing. Put it up, roll it, stack it in one of these after we saran wrap it. So I started doing it towards the end. If you would have seen, I put the sour cream as the base because it's easier to spread, right? Like kind of like this right now, what I'm doing with the pizza sauce, right? Like spread it around first so that, you don't have to mix a spoon with all that shit. Ground beef, You're not gonna put like as much volume as you did with the chicken. You're gonna layer it like this, kind of all like make a circle with the sauce, and then spread the ground beef around it. Because like I said too, right? We have the pepperoni, which is another protein source. So don't go super crazy on the ground beef, or you're gonna have like excess amount of ground beef, which is gonna overtake the flavor, which you don't want, right? Like you want that pizza flavor, right? You don't want it to get ruined by the ground beef. So now we add gonna throw the pepperoni, pop, just like that. Pizza toppings aren't inherently like terrible for you. It's just that there's not enough protein, which is a problem. So you add more protein and then it's solved, right? And obviously, like if you're getting like fast food, like Little Caesars or like whatever, it's all cooked in like oils and shit, which add up the calories and stuff. So banana peppers, boom. You can't go wrong with some spice. And what you could do, I like sauce, because if it's if not enough sauce, it tastes like shit. So you could throw a little bit on top if you want to, so that when you wrap it, there's some in the middle. Okay, so same shit. Wrap it like this, roll it over top, boom, just like that. Keep it tight, easy. Throw it in the bin. I'll make the rest of the pizza burritos, and then I'll cut again like I did for the chicken when we're done that, and then we'll move on to the breakfast burrito. So do it, let's cook. All right, so we have the pizza. Okay, so the pizza burritos are done. Put these to the side. Don't mix them up with the chicken. If you want, you can label them or whatever. All right, and the last recipe that we're gonna be making today is the breakfast. It's a breakfast burrito. Super easy, you wake up, throw one of these in the air fryer, oven, whatever you want, and boom, crazy burrito. I am changing the sauce this time. So what this entitles, right, is obviously a wrap. We're gonna be making 2 whole eggs with 2 scrambled eggs, and we're gonna mix that together. What we're gonna be doing with the 2 whole eggs, like leave the yolk running inside, right? Like cook the top, cook the bottom, is once we have it all set into the burrito, we're gonna break the yolk so it spills and acts like a sauce for the burrito. Obviously, if we had 4 whole eggs, it would just like be soup in the burrito. That's why we're doing half and half. So half eggs over easy, half scrambled eggs. And then of course, we're gonna throw a hash brown in it, throw some bacon in it. The sauce, like I was saying, I usually use Thai sauce. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen Thai sauce, I'll throw it up. But this time I found this at the superstore. It's Chipotle crema, which Chipotle on a breakfast burrito is the best. I don't know if you're watching this and you're in Canada, you know what Tim's is. If you're in the States and you don't know what Tim Hortons is, wake up, read a book, I don't know, do something. No, I'm kidding, but they use Chipotle in their breakfast burritos, and their breakfast burritos are crazy, the farmer's wraps. So I'm basically making that like a homemade farmer's wrap, but obviously instead of cooking that whole, we run the yolk a little bit. I couldn't find breakfast sausages like I couldn't find like the flat breakfast sausages at the superstore, so I just didn't use them this time. I'm just gonna stick to what I did last time. 1 pack of bacon, turkey bacon, normal bacon, whatever you want. We got that Chipotle sauce, of course, and banana peppers gonna add, because bro, you can't go wrong with banana peppers. I'm gonna use them all 3, like sweet, spicy, add so much flavor to it. Hash browns, right? We're gonna use hash browns. Usually, like when I used to make breakfast burritos like on go, like I'd wake up in the morning and make the whole thing, like just one, I would put them in the air fryer. But since like we're gonna be making, no, I'm gonna make 10. I realized, so you can make as many wraps as you like I said earlier in the video, but depends like how you're eating, right? So I noticed that I made damn near 36 burritos for the week, which is about 6 burritos a day. So I'm gonna, I did this with the pizza ones too. I eased it off. I did about 9 or 10, which is more reasonable, because then I'll have about 30 for the week, which will put me at 5 a day or so. Plus, like, sometimes my parents want to grab some or whatever, but regardless, yeah, that didn't even matter. So yeah, we're gonna preheat the oven. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 425. We're gonna make about 10 burritos, so 10 hash browns, obviously. Boom, would you look at that? Perfectly fits 10. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we're gonna set aside 24. Just gonna set them aside in this bowl real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 24. In here, and then we're gonna crack these 24 into the pot here, and then these on the side. We're just gonna keep next to the pan over here. Boom. Because we're gonna cook all this at once. We're gonna mix it like soup, mix it up, and then with those, I'm gonna set up a plate and flip them as I go, right? So, super easy. Get to cracking. Crack all 24. All right, last egg. Boom. Ah, I got you. You thought, hey, that'd be a good amount of protein though. No, bro, I've seen people drink these and I don't know how they, I don't know, like, I think I could, but I'm not gonna do it. Let me know if you want me to do a fucking challenge, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't think I won't, man. 2 dozen egg chug challenge, I'll make that video. Don't make me do it, bro. Don't make me do it, I'll do it. You know I will. We got the eggs ready. Oven's preheated to 425. 10 hash browns, we're just gonna throw them in. 10 minutes, flip them, another 10 minutes. They should be good. And within that time, that 20-minute time frame, I'll show you what we're gonna do. So, boom, simple. Okay, so now we're going to we're just gonna season this. All we're gonna put is salt and pepper. Don't need any other seasonings for eggs, especially with all the sauces and stuff we're about to use. So I don't got too much left here. I'll probably use whatever's left here, but definitely gonna need more salt. But if you want, I might throw a little bit in, depending. If you want to make it a bit creamier, make milk. Put milk. But another tip that I will show too, dude, I've been making eggs since I was a child, bro. So I've seen people cook eggs and they always like fuck it up. Especially my brother, always fucks up the eggs. Excuse me, always messes up the eggs. There's a specific way. Fork, whisk, spoon, whatever you want. Just gonna beat the eggs. So the thing is, when you're cooking eggs, you wanna keep it running the whole time. Like you wanna keep spinning it the entire time. Don't wanna preheat the pan. If you're making scrambled, if you're making over easy, preheat the pan a little bit. If you want a nice creamy scrambled egg, you have to continuously be like stirring it in the pan, right? Like a good example is the ground beef. So if you leave ground beef just sitting, like you don't really chop it up as you're cooking on the pan, you're gonna get like little meatballs, right? And you don't want that if you're making, you know, something like the protein burrito, right? You don't want a big chunk of ground beef when you're biting into the thing, right? Like you want it proportioned very nice so you get a bite of everything at once. Oh, damn. Almost died. Okay, so now we're gonna cook the bacon. Slice her open. This pack right here, half a kilo, should be good for about, you know, 10 wraps. Yeah, so we're just gonna place all the bacon as we go. I got a timer on my phone for the hash brown, so boom. That shit smells gas. Boom, just like that. And then obviously I'm gonna get some like metal tongs, flip them here and there. And then yeah, we're gonna put them all on a plate. Timer went off for the hash browns. Just gonna flip those real quick. Bacon on low, I don't want it to steam up. If you have it on high, it's just gonna steam the up, right? So another 10 minutes. All right, so bacon's all cooked. So hash browns, bacon all set. We're gonna do the scrambled eggs. Keep it medium temperature. Solidify here. You know, be patient as you can with these. Scrape the bottom too, because you know it's gonna start sticking to the bottom. Pop it up a little bit. Okay, so now it's getting really hot. So just the liquid itself is just heating all the rest of the eggs up. What you want to do is, what you can do, sometimes I like to do, just turn it off, turn the burner off, and just mix with the heat you have in here, right? Keep it on the burner though, right? Don't take it off. Boom. Now, honestly, we're gonna take it off the burner. You have to base it off. It's more of an eye thing, right? Like you want that creamy like mashed. You know what? You want the consistency of the chicken that we made for the first meal. That like creamy chicken. That's what you're looking for. See, it's not like, it's very close to this, but this is a little liquidy still. So back on the heater, no heat, and it's like the finest line ever. Like it's gonna be from like too liquidy to too solid in like a millisecond, bro. So you gotta catch it like right, almost there. Obviously, the slower you go, the easier it is to catch, right? So, but like most people will be done cooking their scrambled eggs right now, right? And it would just be like a pancake. Honestly, I'm very like, I tend to forget about cheese a lot when I'm making these meals, just because like, I don't know, I honestly don't know. Like it doesn't seem like a key staple in what it is in the meals that I'm making, but like honestly, it can change the meal a lot, especially with calories, right? Like I'm bulking, so like just throwing, you know, this extra cheese in there could easily put me in a surplus with all these breakfast wraps. So I know I added cheese, so it is a lot creamier, but look at that. That's what you're looking for. Just like that. It's almost like a mashed potato. Boom. Not raw or nothing. It is cooked, right? It's almost like a macaroni and cheese, you can even say. But yeah. All right, so we got everything ready now. We got the hash browns, of course, bacon. I'll set these off to the side. Mashed potato, I almost said mashed potatoes. That's how mashed they are. Scrambled eggs. I'm really excited for these because of the chipotle sauce that we're gonna be using. All the eggs over easy. The scrambled eggs. Boom, boom. And we got the chipotle sauce that we're gonna be trying. This is new. I already know this is gonna be gas, no doubt in my mind. Basically the exact same thing. Who would have guessed, right? We're gonna grab tortilla, boom, just like that. We're gonna need like a spatula or something. One we were using before, we'll grab. Here, actually, we're gonna move this to the side just a little bit, just so we can have room for some hash browns here. We just gotta cut them just in half. Better for the placement when you're doing the wrap. I really like chipotle sauce, so I'm gonna put quite a bit. It is pretty high in calorie. If you're gonna cut, definitely probably don't use this. I'd focus more on prioritizing that egg yolk as your sauce. You know, if it doesn't get saucy enough, maybe use 3 whole eggs and a little bit of scrambled eggs. A little bit like that. And then we're gonna grab the brush, you know, easily. 2 hash browns just like that. And then next we're gonna grab 1 egg over egg easy. 1 egg over easy. And then another one, boom. Just place them on top, easy. I didn't even count how many bacons there are, but I'm just gonna throw, here, I'm gonna count them real quick. Yeah, so we can basically put like 1.5, for 10 burritos, we can put about 1.5 pieces of bacon, which is awesome. Because last time I didn't have enough bacon, but I made too many wraps. Just break the yolk, boom. Even though, you know, we're gonna be either putting them in the refrigerator or freezing them, this sauce, like when you reheat it, is gonna, you know, play a big factor. So if you want, you know, sometimes I'll just like move it around here. You can see like, boom. Now we have a secondary sauce, right? Alongside the chipotle sauce. So now we'll get to the scrambled egg part. This, it does get a little tricky because it's like, how much scrambled egg do you put, right? Like, same with the chicken, ground beef, whatever, like that looks like about 2 eggs. I'm gonna stick with it. As I wrap more and more and more, I'm gonna be able to gauge how much I should really be putting on each wrap. So just like that. And banana peppers. Can't go wrong with banana peppers. So boom, give it some sweet, spicy tang. If you couldn't tell, my favorite pepper. I'm gonna be generous with this. I'm gonna use a bit more, just in the middle. Because the worst thing ever is, you know, you make a wrap and you don't put enough sauce in it. Like sauce is like the key to a really good wrap. And you know, I don't really count my calories when I'm bulking. I just tend to eat whole foods, right? So boom, just like that. You know, it's probably gonna spill a little bit here and there, but breakfast burrito, easy. And yeah, we basically hit everything, right? So breakfast burrito, you got a pizza burrito you can have for lunch or dinner. More, I guess it's more targeted for lunch, and then the chicken would be more for dinner, right? But I eat them whenever I'm feeling at that moment. I'll eat. I just like a variety, right? So I don't have any more of those bins. So if you don't have any of those bins, or if you just plan to make a whole bunch and put them in the freezer, throw them in freezer bags. So I'll catch back. I'm gonna roll all these. Burritos on burritos on burritos on damn burritos, man. Oh shit. Yeah, so all right everybody, so this is the meal prep for the week. It looks all the same because it's all wraps, right? So I really like wraps. If you really like wraps, perfect 3 types of recipes to test, try out, give it a shot. If you do give it a try, let me know how it goes, how it tastes. Maybe some different things that you may have added to change it up, spice it up. You know, I had to do a taste test for at least one of them, right? Chipotle sauce and our breakfast burrito. Let's give it a shot. Damn. Crazy. Crazy. All right, but anyways, that is going to wrap up, no pun intended, wrap up meal prep video, my weekly meal prep routine, what I eat every single day on a weekly basis. If you're ever looking for a sign of meal prep, I hope this video was it. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna see you in the next video where we fucking cook. Let's cook, baby. Let's cook. Get in the kitchen. Go cook. What are you waiting for? Go cook. It's 4:30 in the morning, man. Wake your ass up. I'm playing. All right. Catch you guys later. It's been your boy, Jake. Okay, I gotta show the belly if I'm gonna, you know, be showing meal prep of about a bulk. That's a fucking bulk. You see that stomach right there? That's what we're looking to get for the 3rd time. 3 time. Peace out.